Don't you want? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Welcome one, welcome all to the land so far up your own fucking ass. You couldn't even begin to describe what the fuck's going on. You can't see this scissor, but he reminds me of Michael Jackson now, and it's scary as hell. Oh no! Sorry, I just had to. Anyways. On the frightiest of nights, your butthole turns into crinkle cronker. What? Razzle frazzle! I was not in the mood yesterday to
my method for getting an absolute.
I don't want an absolute full meal for $15 from Taco Bell. I mean, that's awesome, but I'll die. I'll shit myself. And then I'm dead. What happens then? Who will make it funny? Hello, Ashlet. Welcome. Welcome. No one can defunny me. I'm too stupid. They have to be so stupid. The world has to be in danger, and the only one suitable is Chibi Doki. Cause that thing is gonna kill us all. That thing by default. It's gonna kill us all. Destroy us all. Alright, I got all my shit. Ducks. Where the hell is my... Hey! Give me this. Thank you. Thank you! Sorry, I had to. Every time I hear any shop music, any Zelda game, it doesn't matter if it's not even his theme. It's all I think about. Thank you! Fucking Beetle, man. That motherfucker fucking freaky as shit. Motherfucker freaky as hell, dog. He a freaky motherfucker. Alright, we got, I think, everything all set up. Fuck you! Hey, what the hell? What'd I do, Beetle? Bitch! You're a little bitch! How fucking dare you! I was gonna burn something. No. I gotta fucking... Sorry, my TV has on. What the hell? Just wipe that down. There you go. That's disgusting. Hello, Pop2. Welcome on the YouTube side. Because Link doesn't have a fucking blicky. And even if you killed Ganon, he'd just come back again. That's kind of the curse. That's the demise curse. Did I just enter the tomb of, like, the deceased Pharaoh of Oblivion? What the hell? Hello? Next song. What the fuck am I hearing? I don't know! Leave me to my devices. Please stand by, I'm an idiot.
my devices alone. What? I'm gonna shit on you. What? Ew. I'm not gonna do that. Why did you say that? Ew. I don't know what's going on. My brain is broken. Hello, Frowsy. Welcome from the tiki-taki side. Also, arigatou gozaimasu for following on the tiki-taki side. I swear you've done that before. Am I crazy? Am I in an infinite loop? Am I in a genjutsu? Because I swear to God, I said that before. Am I high? Hello. Are you okay? I don't know. Am I? That's a good question. That's a very good question. And one I can't fucking answer. Not even a little bit. I'm broken. You love Pokemon? Nah, I'm okay with it. I used to love Pokemon when I was a kid. But nowadays, I just kind of can't be fucking bothered, man. Pokemon is kind of boring now. He's also Michael Jackson, look at him. Oh, so what's your favorite? I don't know. Never really had a favorite Pokemon game, I would say. I really like Black and White and Black and White 2, but that's just because I played the shit out of those on the DS when I was a kid. I've also played Blue, which was the old Game Boy Color version, and Yellow, because those are the two I had. Did you know that I actually found a copy of Blue just sitting on the road one day? That's how I got my copy of Blue, because I had Yellow. And then one day, while I was just walking to my friend's house, there was just a copy of Pokemon Blue on the ground for no reason. And I picked it up because I said, that free opportunity. Picked it up, took it, is mine. You love Sonic or something? Yeah, I like Sonic, but I wouldn't say I love Sonic. Oh no! You don't love me? Well, what about those passionate times we shared a bedroom together? What are you talking about, Sonic? I don't know. I must have hallucinated that. Absolutely. If you're trying to get at the point if I'm autistic, then the answer is yes. I'm neurodivergent. If that was what you were leading up to. I'll spoil it for you right now. I'll spoil it for you right the fuck now. Nice model, by the way. Thank you. I could wear a sombrero. Oh, better not wear that around ice. Oh! Is this outfit even good? It's not bad. It's like supposed to be like the Day of the Dead type of thing. Mexicano. Ooh, ooh. If only that wasn't like blonde hair, that would look a lot better. Like, if that was just like black hair, oh, this would look so good. If there's the one fucking hairstyle that would have looked good with the like the black hair color, oh, you ruined it. And now you must die. Meh. They ruined it. They ruined it with the fact that they made the hairstyle blonde. How dare you? Now you must die. Oh, I forgot to change my fucking shit back. I got all these stickers. And stickers. And this background. When the fuck did I get that? Alright.
My brains figure out how to do this.
I think I need to go to closet. No. No. It was this. It was this. And then, edit. And then, update. Boom. Wow. Fair play points. This shit doesn't fucking matter at all. Even I could just leave a match. If I don't feel like playing a match, you could just leave and it literally would not matter. You get reported by maybe 2 people at max. And like legitimately, it just does not fucking matter. That's the sad part. Like you could literally just leave this, you could leave the lobbies, you could be like, alright, bye, and you're gone. I sure do love Palmont. If I could see it. There you are. Hi. I can see you now. So we got Latios and Latios. And then Palmont. And, this is a supporter. I heard this thing's not as good. Their brother was phenomenal for a time period. I kind of want to pick, I can only pick up one. I can either pick up Palmont or one of these two. Hello, classified chicken nugget. Welcome. I think I'm gonna pick up Palmont. It's realistic. I just want to pick. I'm gonna pick up the rat. I'm a fan of the rat. What can I say? I'm a fan of the fucking rat. All right, let's go check out the rat. Let's see what he's got. Time to check out the rat. The rat. You know, honestly, this game is actually it's been updated and it's not running as slow as it was before. I say that as it lagged for 2 seconds. But like, it legitimately does run a lot better. Like, I'm surprised. It used to run like fucking butt cheeks. It still runs like butt cheeks, but that's because I'm on a Switch 1. Because I don't play on Switch 2, because I'm not picking that shit up. I fucking refuse. Also, I can't afford it anyways, and even if I could afford it, I still wouldn't. Fuck that. What's the skin? Oh, you look like a fucking freak. You're a freak! You're a goddamn fucking freak! Alright, let's check out your shit. Lunge at the opponent, dealing increased damage. Iron Fist. The move hits, the Pokemon's next basic attack has increased damage and restores the Pokemon's HP. Fighting mode. The Pokemon's next basic attack increases damage. The basic attack speed is increased for a short time. The effect can stack up to 2 times. Okay. And it starts with Nuzzle. It can enter Thunder Punch or Cell Slam. Thunder Punch. This Pokemon unleashes an electrified punch in a designated direction, dealing damage and applying a slowing effect to the opposing Pokemon it hits. Fighting mode. This move has a short range and no longer applies a slowing effect, but has increased damage. Supercell Slam. Has the ability to use it, electrify its body, and dive in a directional area, dealing damage and applying a slowing effect. Okay. And then we got Volt Switch and Mach Punch. Has the user cloak itself in electricity and charges into an opposing Pokemon, dealing damage and moving behind them. After this move is used for a short time, it can be used again once only. Okay. User throws a punch at blinding speed, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon, shoving them and leaving them unable to act. This cooldown is reduced every time a basic attack is hit. Ooh. Okay. Has the user charge forward in a direction of the Pokemon opposing Pokemon. Okay. I see where this is going. Hold on, what's Palmot again? An attacker. Okay, so I could use attack weights, but does it attack? I don't know if it scales well with attack weight. Some Pokemon just don't scale well. I could use Cursed Incense. Sorry, Cursed Bangle. Other one. Wrong one. Not that one. Fucking... This thing. Which does the same effect, just for attackers. Which could be good. I could even run Rocky Helmet, realistically, for the extra defense. And that I'll do... Actually, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try Rocky Helmet. Weakness Policy for the extra HP. A little bit extra defense. And HP. And maybe I could run Excel Bracelet for the cooldown reduction and just the basic attack up. But the basic attack speed could always come in handy. This doesn't always need this, but that little extra annoying chip damage, when a Pokemon receives a certain amount of damage, the damage is dealt to the opposing Pokemon equal to 1/8 of the Pokemon's max HP. So I could do that. Or I could just straight up just... No, I kind of want to run this. I'm going to run this because it seems stupid. Alright, we're going to run Palmot. We're going to go kill some shit. Maybe. I don't know. The helmet just seems really funny because, again, helmet's not all that useful, realistically. It's not like the best item in the game. Yes, I know. I haven't played in a while. Okay. Leave me alone! I only play competitive for the fucking tickets, man. That's all I give a shit about. It's just nice having all these tickets. Alright, so we're gonna give this a try. We're gonna give it a boop. Who the hell are you? They have hats on! No! Okay. Where is this fucking rat? Where are you, rat? Rat. Aha. I found you. Uh-oh, not that one. Not that one. Okay, yeah. Definitely this one. Okay. The potion's fine. It's just a default. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh. Well, that was a thing. Ah, Greninja. Ah, a Blastoise. I am but rat. I am the slowest loading one. Why? How dare you? I feel insulted. I'm going to kick your ass. And by kick your ass, I mean I'm going to nuzzle the shit out of you. Okay, we're just running 2 status effects Pokemon up for top lane. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Where you running? It's mine now. How dare you? Come here. Come here. Come on. I have evolved. Fuck you. Bitch. Die! Die! Oh, sorry, brother. Skadoosh.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. There you go, buddy. Haboosh. Hello, welcome. I use Mach Punch. There's shit going on down there. I don't have any stackables, so I don't care, so... Bam! 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 This motherfucker's terrifying. Here I come! I'm coming to help! No. Mine. Mine. You cannot have. It belongs to me, Batman. What's up, little guy? For I am Super Rat. And this is what it means to go even further beyond. Where are you running? Alright, okay, bye. For I am a little rat. I am rat. I am rat. I am big old fucking rat. Where do you fucking think you're going?
Little rat says no. Little rat says I'm going to kick your ass.
Little rat is coming to kill you. Do 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 Oh, my points! Two KO streak! Wow, they just show it in a whole different manner. The fact that he heals from his own thing is insane. Where are you running, you coward? Bitch! You don't run from the punching rat! Run, the coward!
We're on fire!
Where you going? Did I say you could run? Don't give a fuck. Sucker. Mine. Get fucked! Stop hiding, coward! Oh my god, dude. They're just... Palma just goes fucking schizo. You're like... Ah! It's like a literal attack squirrel. They just like... Go! Crack squirrel! He jumps at you. You're like... Ah! Motherfucker's doing 127,000 damage. Absolutely fucking whack shit. Oh my goodness, little attack squirrel just attacking. Whoo! Bonk. Oh, right. Wow, I should claim all my, items. I get a 7-day trial limit box. it allows me to pick a Pokemon at random, except that it's just all the Pokemon, so it doesn't matter once you run out. So that's how people get Pokemon in general for free. They literally just stop playing for like a really long time. Not even that long. I think it's like maybe like a week or two at max. And then they'll be like, welcome back! Oh, you'll stay this time, right? No, I'll come back when I feel like it. Thanks for this free stuff, duh. That's how it is every time. Alright, we need to play a different Pokemon as well. Because if we don't play a different Pokemon, I can't complete my daily challenge for a stupid fucking penguin. Oh yeah, Mega Lucario's coming out. To be fair, I don't know if this is just gonna count as a new Pokemon entirely, or if it's just going to be a different Pokemon. Because that means you could just have that would mean that you either... It's going to replace Lucario, or it's just gonna be a new or it's just gonna be Lucario gets like a transformation. Because at this point, if Mega Lucario's coming out, right, and it's its own fucking Pokemon, why are you gonna play Lucario? Because if Mega Lucario is just better than Lucario, by a long shot, which is not hard, by the way, because Lucario's not that great, you could just play you would just play Mega Lucario. Because no matter how many buffs Lucario gets, it is never enough. For you see, they don't need Pokemon 2 when they only need Pokemon. Because people are gullible and will buy any product from them. You'll buy their products because you're stuck with them. They'll sell you a fucking literal $70 package of an old-ass experience because they know they can. Help! Oh my god, that took so long. Why did that take so long? Who should I play? Where is he? I own him. There he is. Hello, Opium. Welcome, welcome. And Mike. 2024. Arigatou gozaimasu for following on the TikTok side. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Bright T TikTok, also thank you for following on the TikTok. I didn't mention it earlier. Thank you. Mega Lucario's coming out, and I just don't know how to fucking feel about it. Cause like, again, they could have just reworked Lucario to become Mega Lucario instead, giving us some, like, better, literally anything, but they're just making a whole ass Pokemon that... It's not even like Lucario's that bad. It's just, a lot of his abilities, like close combat, don't really feel good. Brother, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that. I score faster because he... Yeah, run. Extreme speed. Just came off to say hi on my phone. My phone's gonna die. Well, you have a good one. Charge your phone. What was that? Oh, why the fuck I do that? He's like, Lucario's like not even he's not like a bad Pokemon, per se. Go ahead. Sucker. Alright, we're gonna use close combat, because it's a bad idea. It just got buffed, so I'm curious how good the buff is. Give me that right now. Where are you running? Come back, friend. Poor fucking squirrel just keeps fucking dying. Okay, close combat has gotten a little bit better. The wind-up time is so much faster. It's still not good, because I would rather close combat work more like Machamp's close combat, where you can just use it. You know what I mean? Like, well, you might not know what I mean. But essentially, Machamp's close combat basically works by actually being able to move. Lucario has to actually stop what they're doing and mug with their punches. As you can see how easy it is to just get out of the combat range just by walking. Yeah. You have to set that up. You have to set it up first. It's just, Lucario's, is the one who Lucario wants everybody to sleep? Probably. One of them. I mean, there's a lot. I think that's the sad part. You have to really set up Lucario's, close combat, because it's very easy to dodge.
You're on fire!
Damn, I was gonna hope I was gonna hit them with the with the fucking Kamehameha. It didn't work. Damn, bird, this is stealing my shit. Fuck you. Bitch. But you thought. Dash it. The other one came in. Ah, it doesn't matter. Hello, Emma. Oh, welcome, welcome. Bro, What was that Absol's plan? La la la! Time to kill! I'll defeat you all because I'm the ultimate edgelord in this game. Ah! What was your plan? Did you think something good was going to happen if you just jumped? 21 Jump Street, there fuckers? Because the answer to that question should be dead ass fucking no. He's running. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get fucked. Coward. Trying to use the fucking cheap burp strat. The fucking most stupid ability. Ah. The hell? Come here. Ah. Why has everybody got CC? It's one thing he's weak at. I picked the one time to play Lucario when everybody's playing heavy CC. What is happening in this match? I don't know what's going on. What's your opinion on Mega Lucario? It's a thing. Does it need to be a thing? Probably not. We have Lucario. All you gotta do is just switch him up. Just rework him, is all I was gonna say. Just rework the guy. We already have him in the damn game. Just give him a Mega. I don't know. He doesn't need another whole Pokemon, because what is Mega Lucario gonna do differently than what Lucario already does? Lucario already does the job. It legitimately does the same job. They're literally gonna just probably do the same job with just slight different abilities. Just slightly. Sucker, you tried to stop me. It didn't work, bitch. Nope. I don't mind. I mean, again, we have Mega Mewtwo Y and, you know, and you know, X. So Megas, like, having alternate forms is fine when, you know, the Megas in themselves are, like, completely different. But Mega Lucario only has one. Why not just rework him? Because that would completely change his entire kit. And we'd have to rework all of his skins. Yeah, that's pretty much why they aren't doing that. Is because they would have to rework all of their skins.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Yeah, I don't...
Megas refers to Mega Evolutions. It was a new dynamic transformation type. So essentially, it was just a brand new transformation. Basically, it's like the idea of Mega Transformations is the pinnacle peak of what the Pokemon is naturally, like, well, innaturally going to evolve into. Like, given multiple, basically, this little ball is like a genetic stream of some fucking magic bullshit, and then you shove that on your Pokemon, and while they hold on to that item, they'll Mega Evolve into what is supposed to be the pinnacle peak of if they had to continue to push only combat for the entire time. And eventually they would evolve into a higher tier being. One that's designed around that particular combat in general. You know, just combat oriented, like large amounts of combat practice. That's why a lot of times also Mega Evolutions, because they're forced evolutions, a lot of times their descriptions are brutalistic by nature and telling you just how painful it is for them to Mega Transform. For a lot of Pokemon, Mega Evolutioning is just painful as fuck. Like, I think it's like Mega Aerodactyl, the spikes that come out of its body are just natural as fuck and it hurts it. Things like that. Because Mega Evolutions are an unnatural state of evolution. So it's gross. But it's cool. But it's honestly, Mega Evolutions to me aren't even all that cool. I mean, yeah, they look cool and all, but like, okay. I would rather Pokemon have like a really cool effect where they equip held items, particular held items that help them naturally transform into different types and give them dual typing. Oh wait, that exists. It's called Ogerpan. Yeah, Ogerpan is one of the coolest Pokemon to me because it's such a cool concept. It doesn't need to evolve. It's just a strong Pokemon. It has a unique ability that, dependent on the mask that it wears, it changes its secondary typing to be either like, I think it's like rock type plus grass, or water and grass, fire and grass, grass only. Like, it's cool. It's such a good idea. Giving it unique flavor text that allows it to also be able to, you know, synergize well within, like, a different team. Putting one mask on, giving it a whole unique aspect makes it more fun. Mega Evolutions, they just seem so overly complicated for no fucking reason. They were kind of just lame in my eyes. Not only did I need to find the Megastone components and then get the Megastone and then play through the large majority of the story to even get to the point where I could even use the damn Megastone in the fucking first place, but I also, the only Mega that really fucking mattered when the Megas were ever released was Mega fucking Charizard, because he came with 2! Fuck you! Everybody's like, oh, Megas are so cool and they were so perfect. They were not. They were boring. They were okay. Are you on Blue Sky? I don't think so. I only have Twitter. I don't really use Blue Sky. After the whole particular issue where a bunch of people on Blue Sky, like the majority of people on Blue Sky, were glorifying death of an individual, no matter how bad they were as a person. Like, glorifying death? Like, killing a human being? I don't want to be anywhere near that platform. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. I just don't like Blue Sky, personally, just because, number one, a lot of people there just aren't great. Kind of fucked up. Either Hoopa or a supporting, or battle in a supporting role. Ah, shit. So, for my ideas of Mega Lucario, number one, it was inevitable that Mega Lucario was gonna show up, because if they're adding Megas to this game, Mega Lucario was needed. You know what I mean? It was absolutely fucking needed. Mega Lucario is iconic as a Mega in general. Even though his competitive viability wasn't all that much there, he was an absolute staple for Mega design. Right? He just slightly changes his contrast. Gets a little bit more spikier and edgier a little bit. It makes sense. For him to show up. But the problem that I have with, like, Megas in general has always been, it's not that deep, dog. Everybody makes it out like Mega Evolution was the peak of Pokemon. It was not. It just isn't as good as people think it is. Because the large majority of Pokemon didn't have Mega Evolutions. It's not like every Pokemon under the sun got one. It was a very rare select few Pokemon that earned the ability to have it, and it's usually popular Pokemon. And if they were unpopular Pokemon, they were usually garbage. Like, my favorite Pokemon that was a Mega Evolution was Mega fucking Beedrill. Motherfucker looked so fucking weird, but, like, he sucked, because he's a bug type. Like, introducing new generational, like, ideas is fine. But I hate people that keep constantly using Mega Evolutions as an excuse, saying that, like, this is the best, and anything they ever try after this is just shittier. Like, the, you know, what's it called? I forget what they fucking call it. Basically, they become kaijus, right? I thought that was a cool gimmick, but for competitive-wise, that thing sucked ass. For fun gameplay randomness, it was fun. I liked it. I don't know, it was silly to watch a Pikachu grow into unproportional size, stare at me, and be like, how am I gonna get you into my house? You are the size of a skyscraper, and I don't think I can fit you in that fucking door. Just the idea is funny. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. It gave us some fun ideas, and I think it wasn't that bad. I think people make it out like it was the worst idea ever created by man, and it really wasn't. And I think the best example of one of the coolest, yet ugliest fucking, Pokemon gimmicks we got is in Scarlet and Violet, as much as I don't like Scarlet and Violet for how clunky that shit is. I gotta say that Scarlet and Violet's idea of terrestrialization is probably the best you can do, because for competitive, it's great. And for casual play, it's great. Because for casual play, you could just go, thump. Now you die. And it's not that deep. You can cover for a Pokemon's weakness by terrestrializing it. It's a cool idea. Mega Evolutions either made them incredibly worse or incredibly better. I don't know. It really just doesn't matter. Do they look cool? Yeah. Fuck it. If we're gonna go down the road where we're gonna do this whole mega transformation thing, I would rather it to be called, like, I want a transformation where it's just like there's this one Pokemon, and it's like a complete Dragon Ball reference, where it's like a monkey, and then the monkey finally gets, when it finally evolves into, you know, at its maximum evolution, its third stage evolution, when it's like it's a bipedal walking fucking monkey that's like Kung Fu based, where it's a fighting type. It maybe has like a secondary typing dependent on what you equip it with. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. And that dependent on what you equip it with, it can have like a unique like transformation that it transforms into. Like if giving it like a Kung Fu belt, like a black belt, it stays with just a fighting type, but then it gains, like, it looks like Beast Gohan style, where it kind of gets this white fur and like red eyes, and like it hits like a truck. Give it like a ghost type, and you get like the rosé colors. Like give it like something that's meant for a ghost type, and it gets a unique form based off of it. That'd be just fun. I think that the problem is with Pokemon, and the reason why I don't enjoy Pokemon anymore is because Pokemon is just... It's just boring. It's the same thing, again and again and again. Throw a Pokeball. It was an OG. I think Megas, when they came out, were super cool. Even I thought they were cool when they came out. I was like, oh, that's so sick. But after a while, I just got fucking sick and tired of every fucking person trying to fucking just say, bring it back. Bring it back. We need Megas again. No, we do not. They were not that good. They were just okay. They were cool when they came out. But God, were they fucking annoying. They were either really strong or really pointless and useless to grind for. Why would you ever grind for Mega Beedrill? Why? Why would you put Mega Beedrill on your team? It was not useful. Unless you're doing it for the meme. That's the fun. Ah! People out here being like, Megas, 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 Megas. And I'm just out here like, man, can we just like... Now people are really loving terrestrialization. I'm like, good. Finally, we're just stop talking about Megas for 2 seconds. Fuck. Also, I'm waiting for the day Ogrepan comes out in this game. I want Ogrepan in this game. Why? Because it would be probably one of the cooler Pokemons. It would have like one unique ability that could change based off the mask you wear. And then depending on the mask you wear, it also gives you a secondary passive buff through its special ability, you know, like its ability. I think that'd be kind of cool. Ogrepan would be a really fun Pokemon, honestly, in this game. I'm still waiting for that. That's what I'm waiting for. So out of the Pokemon, all the Pokemon I'm waiting for, it is literally Ogrepan, because, like, honestly, it'd be great. Did you just underestimate Mega Beedrill's Twin Needles? Yes! Because why would I need to give a fuck about that if I'm a faster Charizard X or Y, and then I just hit you with the speed blitz of an attack? Because Beedrill's not as fast as, and he's weak to fire and like 5,000 other things. Because he's a bug type. His twin needles are great when you can hit them. Because if you get any form of any disruption, like they just add protect for that round and then they just throw you out.
Oh, sure. He's pretty fast. But does anybody remember that there's a fucking legendary, and this is when they introduced the fairy type? Does anybody forget about that? We got a little funny thing called Xerneas, the deer. The deer who fucked all of this goddamn fucking game up so fucking hard that anytime any Mega Evolutions got anywhere near to shine, Mega Gardevoir. Need I say more? Mega Gardevoir. Mega fucking... like, Mega Charizard. Not even Mega Charizard was even that good. Like, Mega fucking... literally any other Mega. Like, there are shit tons of Mega... especially because, again, Mega fucking Gardevoir was so fucking annoyingly busted. And even the Megas were outshined by Xerneas himself. Because he had Geomancy. He had Geomancy. He just took like a turn of setup because all you gotta do is give him some fucking white herb or some fucking shit. And then he would one turn blitz you. People forget that the generation of their favorite fucking little transformation was also skewed by one of the worst things they've ever added into the entire game, the fairy type. Which was so broken at the time of its release that there was no fucking real good counter around a fairy type other than hitting your own fairy type. People forget. When we were given Mega Evolutions, we were also given one of the worst things to ever come out. And not a damn person should be happy or proud that fairy types were ever fucking released. At all. They are the bane of everyone's existence. Not a damn person's gonna be like, oh, this was great. No. It was awful. I forget fairy types to be happy. Exactly. Fairy types have gotten better over... oh, well, this is a perfect example of a fairy type that was absolutely broken. Right there. That piece of shit. This guy, Zycan, Fairy Steel. Best typing in all of Pokemon. Fairy Steel type removes one of their critical weaknesses by being that thing. And this motherfucker was strong for the longest time. Fuck, hate. Fairy types really did fuck up the Pokemon franchise, and honestly, so did Megas. I argue that Megas ruined Pokemon in their entirety. Because while Megas were cool, and an interesting, different thing, because they needed to shake up the formula, they invited some of the worst design philosophies ever because of that. Like, oh my god. I get that we needed to change up and spice things up, but fuck, did we need to really spice it up by, like, essentially interjecting Pokemon to be even more annoying than they already were? Like, did Charizard really need 2 Mega Evolutions? An X and a Y? And arguably his, I think it was his X version that was just better? The black and blue version of him was just superior? Though it ended up stopped being superior because people found out that its other variant was even more busted. Because also it was ugly as fuck and it grew like a tumor on its head. Which I found really funny, and that's why I picked that one. Because it was funny. You got, like, different things for that. But then Blastoise just Mega Evolution sucked. Venusaur's finally came into fruition later down the road. People finally figured out what Venusaur's Mega Evolution really, how strong it really was. But that took a while. And even then, it wasn't even that good. It was pretty good, just wasn't that great. And then again, why would I ever need to do that when I could just play Xerneas? Again, the fairy type that could just steamroll the entire game. In 0.4 seconds. Less than 4 seconds, really, realistically. Just a single turn of setup with Geomancy and you're done. Everybody's dead. He becomes tanky, hits hard, is hard to kill. Motherfucker's annoying. No one knows, because Nintendo doesn't want you to do that. Also, did you hear about the current Pokemon game that's going to be coming out for, like, because they're bringing back Mega Evolutions, right? They're bringing them back because, again, complaining, right? Is Mega, shut the fuck up. Anyways, the Megas came back, right? And then, as we bring about the Megas, right? They decide to bring back, like, Delphox, Chespin, or whatever, and Greninja, I forget the fucking final form grass type's fucking name. But the three of them got Mega Evolutions, essentially, right? At least I think 2 of them did. I don't remember if the third one truly got one or not. But essentially, you can get these Mega Evolutions, right? When the game comes out. But you have to play online. So first you must play online. Okay. And then after that, you have to win multiple competitive matches to earn them in general, which means that they're fucking limited time Pokemon to earn, meaning you can miss out on forever getting a Pokemon. Why the fuck are we making Pokemon fucking FOMO? And people wonder why I stopped giving a fuck about the Pokemon series. Like the baseline Pokemon series. Because holy, it's not even money at that point. It's a free service. You just have to play competitive. And when there's stakes on the line like Mega Evolutions, do you know how many people are going to play the most cancerous Pokemon builds to win? They are setting themselves up for one of the worst seasons of Pokemon in history. Because they are fucking putting it not behind a paywall, because at that point, I'd be like, fuck it. At least they're fucking open about that. But they're like, well, you can still earn them. But through the worst fucking method of all time. This is why I think the Nintendo company is going senile. How the fuck are we doing that? Well, everybody plays competitive Pokemon. No, they do not! Pokemon should not be built on the foundations of competitive. Pokemon was always a very casual experience. To live the fantasies of going from place to place. And catching wild Pokemon. Instead, we get to sit here and watch them tear this game apart because the competitive players can't seem to fucking take a chill pill. Competitive ruins games. Sorry, I wanted to rant about that, because fuck that! Why'd the music perfectly go with that? Stop. Stop doing that. What the fuck? Happened twice! Anyways. Hello, Bruce. Welcome, welcome on the Tiki-Taki side. And, like, the thing is, I like Pokemon. I don't think I'm gonna pick up the new, like, Arceus game, essentially, where this is gonna take place, right? I don't think I'm gonna pick that game up. I mean, I need a Switch 2, and I refuse to pick up a Switch 2. See, like, Halo has always been a pretty, like, you know, hard game when you play online, right? But once competitive, in general, started stealing the world, and then some, I think that we really lost the fucking plot, because when you're balancing a game around, well, those players in particular, you ruin what essentially is just fun factor. Like, Pokemon casually and playing it casually, when you go and turn it into a competitive thing, you have to balance around that because people will abuse all of the mechanics given to you. Obviously. Because, duh, I would want to win. That's the point of a competitive match, is to win, not to have fun, to win. There's no fun unless you're winning, because that's fun, because winning is fun, but that's not actually having fun, because you have to sacrifice your fun to win. So essentially, you're not really truly having fun. You're just trying to get the win. So you're sacrificing anything you could do for fun. And those who end up doing something for fun, those rare exceptions that do something so out of pocket, are champions amongst the sea of fucking sludge. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! For fuck's sake. How long did it take to get that to a current format we're in? This new Genesis format that actually looks pretty solid. After years and years of people slowly on the decline. Like, competitive players will never be happy with, like, the changes that are made. And, like, in general, it just... Oh, cool, I get a free skin to wear for a while. But, like, I don't know what to say, realistically. Pokemon has always been, like, super fun for me when I was a kid. Because the mystique and the adventure in creating a team of Pokemon that I enjoyed isn't competitively viable. And competitive isn't a bad thing. It's not like it ruins everything. It's just when it becomes the forefront of everything that you make your game around, it becomes hard to separate it from the casual audience that now has to suffer, and then the competitive players will just become competitive or go play a different game. That's usually their argument. And in and of itself is just awful. We sit on a time period where we struggle to maintain any semblance of, like, play. And I think that's, like, a consensus problem, right? It's just, I don't mind, like, Pokemon trying something new. I don't at all. You know, and competitive players need a place to go, right? They need to try, obviously, I don't mind abilities being changed and, like, trying new formats for it. But once you go so hard to essentially just crap on the rest of society for all these things, it just becomes like a pain in the butt. You know, like, once we reach a point in consensus where essentially we just have to constantly battle this urge to, like, fight. Like, we have to, like, constantly fight, like, ourselves and so many other things just for the sake of, like... you know, running back and forth. We sit on, like, this idea that, like... that, like, it's always, like, a bad thing. That, like, competitive players are competitive by nature, right? They have a good time playing games. I'm faster than you. How am I faster than this bird?
Hang up that computer call. Come over here and
No
kiss
touchy.
me on my hot mouth.
I'm feeling romantic. Oh, Tino, VT, arigato gozaimasu! For the redo. Arigato, arigato! Hello! I hope you had a good stream! So we were talking about Pokemon before I had to like, focus. As the game's going, they're just, yeah, as you could probably expect. I got lost in the sauce. Woo! I don't know how the hell that bird was kicking my ass so hard. That was rough. Stop playing games. Get your cringe. Working on the shiny decks in Scarlet. Oh, started playing Unite for fun. Yeah, it's kind of where I think a lot of people are for Unite. Just play for fun. Like... oh, that was a smart move. No, me!
Fire!
Die! Whew. It's a league, but fun. Well, I wouldn't say that it's fun. I would say that it's like... for some people, I mean, I find it fun. Me and my roommate find it fun, but... sucker. But a lot of people, I think, there's a lot of people that still take this way too seriously. Good luck on stream. Thank you, Alexis. Arigato, arigato. Like, there are so many people out there that take this game way too seriously. I'm like, it's a baby's League of Legends. Leave it alone. I just want to play funny Pokemon.
The final stretch. We're on fire.
Oh, I'm just this big ass fuck. I had to pop that. Mine. Sucker! Get in there, buddy. Oh my god, he's getting beat up! I better go help with that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
I just popped my ult, like, no, swing! Yeah! I had to focus up there for a second. I have no idea how this goes. I don't play support as much as I should. I don't play enough support. I used to play a lot of League. I stopped. For my own mental health. Like, good lord. Just playing League of Legends just to sap your energy out of you, like... and then you just die. To be fair, all I do is just insta-lock slow, bro. Fair. Slow bro's pretty fun. Is the crack of video game. For a lot of people, it is. I mean, it's also easy to... Video game addictions are a big thing, and League of Legends can be very addicting. I mean, look at Genshin Impact. Like, Genshin Impact is, there's like a lot of games out there that, but like, again, I think this game is really fun. I have to take breaks in this game, because I sometimes get a little too heated. Excuse you? Animal Crossing isn't for babies. To Weenie Hut Juniors. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Weenie Hut Juniors. The one over there. Super Weenie Hut Juniors. Ah! To be fair, I also played a lot of Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon was one of my favorite games. Harvest Moon. I played a lot of, like... I played Jack and Dexter. You know, listen, people have to show me spreadsheets to mid-max Animal Crossing. I just play Animal Crossing. I do just fine. I mean, I played a lot of games, but I'm sure there's like probably a proper method. Ugh, I gotta. Ugh, no. No. Perfect. This. Yes. I'm sure there's probably a ton of different ways. I get it. I do. I definitely don't think Animal Crossing is a baby game. I think or like, you know, there's a lot more complex stuff that you have to do and pay attention to as you start to slowly farm. I mean, that's kind of the point of farming simulators, right? They're chill and casual, and you can just sit down and just relax. They're not too crazy, but they do still require some thought process. So I think it's still fun. Play with Mega Lucario and He's not out yet! I can't play Mega Lucario because he doesn't exist! He's not real! Also, hello Annie from the YouTube side. Also, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm multi-streaming to TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So yeah, I was... Ooh. And then I read the rest. Oh, that's no. Oh, no. Which server are you playing on? The Bingus one. Go take your meds. He's probably on the PT servers, probably. That's probably where they're telling me about. I can't access the PT servers. I tried. I wanted to. I just can't access them. I'm not eligible. Apparently. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just have to wait for them to come out. The public testing servers are probably where they're referring to, because he probably is in the public testing servers to try out. That's where a lot of Pokemon go when they're about to come out. They'll probably be over there. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm just playing on the standard service. Not on the PT service, because Mega Lucario is not going to come out until... Good few... For a while, because we're still on the Emporion. I love how people... Man, they shafted Emporion again. It doesn't matter where he comes from. It doesn't matter what game he's in. He always gets shafted. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're gonna release Emporion. Whoa, that's crazy. He's one of my favorite Pokemon, says everybody, until Mega fucking Lucario comes out and everybody's like, ooh, new shiny thing. And then here he is, sitting there with this depressed face again, being like, why does nobody love me? Why does no one want to love me? Love me. No. I'm gonna have to wait a while for some dice. You mean Sylveon? The second you said trans Pokemon, it's literally like Sylveon, the fairy type, Eevee. I like how, because the trans flag colors were already, like, were that color, everybody's referred to it as the trans Pokemon, and I'm just like... It's a fairy. Leave it alone! Leave the fairy Pokemon alone. If it wants to be a fairy, let it be a fairy. Stop trying to just sit down with fucking goddamn Sylveon. It's like, what are your beliefs on trans people? You just put up a mic to the fucking Pokemon. The Pokemon just stares at you like, what the fuck's going on? What is your belief on the blah, 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 blah? And they're just like, stop. You're like, just, what is your belief on the fucking Pokemon's gonna be real fucking confused, real fucking fast. I mean, I would too. If I got a mic shoved in my face, like, what do you believe about this? I'll be really fucking confused. So, to be fair, it's not really the fault of that. I also have a lot of Pokemon. I have like 66 licenses. Including, I got this Goodra skin. This is the first Pokemon I ever picked up myself. And then I finally got the skin. I was so happy. Because Goocher doesn't get any skins. This is like the best Goocher skin. It's just a color. I had to look at it as a color. It's a color palette. I mean, they call Tinkaton the femboy Pokemon because, well, because like femboys naturally are attracted to Tinkaton for some mysterious reason. I mean, I like Tinkaton too, but that's just because Tinkaton's cool and also it's a psychopath. Might be the reason why. Might be the reason why. Might be because it's a psychopath. Ah. Tiny arms. Oh, he has a skin? What's his skin? Oh, he looks so fancy. Oh, he looks so fancy. Look at him. He's so damn fancy. I want to play as him, but I need to, like... need to wait. I could probably go to the practice range and give him a shot. But I'd rather just wait. I'm gonna go out of my room real quick. Go see. Sorry, I was checking my phone, just seeing if my roommate ever texted or anything like that. Looks like we're good. We're good, nut. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm kind of the only person here right now, so there are some, messages that I wouldn't see. Like, because I don't have a mod. It's just me right now. Or at least, I think it's just me. I don't know. I'm missing a bunch of, messages. So, again, I apologize. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my roommate is very, very tired. He's been through a lot. The reason I didn't stream yesterday was because, I was exhausted. A lot had happened that day. For me personally, and for my roommate, which my roommate had a lot worse. I won't go into full detail, but things are looking up for them. Things have, massively improved, and they got a truck! They always wanted a truck, and circumstances led one thing to another, and now they have a truck. So that's pretty cool. But, yeah, one thing led to another. For me, personally, just some things just didn't work out. And I just had to reevaluate, if I'm going to be, like, if I should let it happen, or I should just talk about it, let it out of my soul, and then move on. So I chose to let it out of my soul and move on and just keep trucking. Some things are just not meant to last. Some things were just never meant to be. And other things are just meant forever. So enjoy the moments you have, because sometimes you never know when something will just disappear. Whether it's friendships, family, your favorite pet, your favorite game series, you'll never know when that thing just might take a different path. Or you might take a different path, and you'll never know. Because sometimes the worst part about living life is realizing that you just don't know sometimes if things will change, or if things will go differently, or get better, or get worse. Why are we deep now? I was just talking about some things. I came back because I'm gonna be making food. My roommate's tired. He had a lot of shit happen recently. And we're all just kind of exhausted. I had some things happen to me personally. They're not as big, like, by a long shot, like, so I'm fine. It's just I had to reevaluate some parts of my own, like, life and be like, am I just willing to just let this be this way? Am I being unreasonable? Am I being too harsh? And then I had to reevaluate what I'm comfortable with and realize that if, you know, personally, what to do in those situations. And so, you know, and that's why I was talking about why, you know, friendships and family situations, just cherish what you have while you have it, because you never know when it's gonna disappear. You never know when you're just gonna, like, run out of time. You'll never know when something is truly going to be gone until it's gone. Does that make sense? So just cherish what you have, because sometimes it might just be the last few moments that you have. Nope, you can't steal. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna try Thunder Punch. Alright. Because they take damage from me. Because of my Rocky helmet, so they'll take damage. So I can actually use that to my advantage. Wow, Thunder Punch really does do a whole lot of damage. Just a good, quick punch. One of your friends just got dumped. Yeah, I feel that. You dare run from me? No, 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 come back, come back. No, 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 come back. No, 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 come back. Look at these squirrel players today. They're just all over the place. Not today! Not today! Let's get enough. Where are you running? Why are you running? I got it, shut up. Shut up. That guy's already Greninja. Where'd you go? Palm Mike does not care about your defense down. Don't run. Stop running. I'm gonna wait for you. I will wait for you. Food. I knew you were gonna be here. Get back here, you coward! You're such a bitch! Damn. What a bitch. Always running like a little bitch. My Palmot needs more damage. I think I'm gonna try stacking. Yeah, they tried to 3-stack it from top lane. Don't think so. There we go. Little bitch was trying to run all the damn time. Coward.
cowards. Those who cower in fear shall be beat up by me! You think I give a fuck about the Scald? No. Stop running. You are not running this time. You are not running. You stop being a little bitch.
Fire!
Fight. You fight. You die with honor, or you shut the fuck up. Stop it. Slowbro, just try to book it. Are you fucking serious? Oh, we're playing this game. Oh yeah, no, we're playing this game. Now you stuck here. No, now we stuck here. Now you jumped me like that, thinking that I was gonna fucking accept that. You got mad at me, huh? Nah, bitch. Go back to spawn. Back to spawn. Who the hell is over at our other fucking spot? Yeah, I'll be right back. Hello, I'm here. Hi, what's going on?
The final stretch! You're on fire!
Now. A few more points. What are we doing? Okay, here's the most useless ultimate in the game. Come on. Nah. Yeah. Fuck. Always trying to run like a little bitch. Stop running. Only cowards run. You come and face the rat.
4,
Come.
2, 1. Time's up.
You face me, coward. As I stare directly into your face. It's like, you were running this whole game, huh? You were running the whole game, huh, motherfucker?
You win.
It was definitely something. This little rat's definitely strong. I will say that this rat, little guy, is really good. He just comes in, he's like, I want to beat you up, and then you die. So yeah. Because I do want to mention really quickly, for anybody that might have been, like, potentially curious, like, about, like, kind of like that more serious topic, it's not that big a deal. I want to, make that clear that, like, for my side of things, like, what I mean by, like, you know, cherish the things you have, it's like, there was something I cherished a lot, and that amount of, like, what I cherished was the company of individuals, and while I enjoyed their company, something potentially happened. Again, I'm left in the dark because I have no idea what the fuck happened, but I realized that I am not comfortable with basically, like, lack of communication. It is just something that has always bothered me, because a friendship is built upon communication, at least for me personally, and when somebody likes to go behind your back and hide things from you, or isn't able to tell you directly when there's something going on, it leads me to think that you will not ever be able to do that, especially when it really matters. If it's especially something really small, like, you know, just like, oh, I didn't like you saying that, gacha games are poop, or something like that, right? You know, and I would have just, and you just held on to that and were angry about that, and whatnot. It's understandable that if you have, like, a favorite genre of game, or you have a favorite thing, it's understandable to be upset when that gets taken away from you. You know? When you lose access to that level of enjoyment. Because somebody else, you know, totally it goes like, I don't like it. And I get it, right? But I care about communication because, like, again, if you aren't willing to tell me about the small things, what are you not willing to tell me about when the big things happen? What if something super serious happens? Something dangerous that I should absolutely know? What if, like, there's just things, right? Like, if you're uncomfortable with telling me the small things, or you just refuse because you started to throw, like, a temper tantrum or something like that about it, then I don't know what else you could potentially do. What if, like, you decide that you just don't like me anymore, and you want to lie about the type of person that I am and create, like, a bunch of fake things about me? That can't happen. I'm not saying that people do that, like, the people that I know do that. I'm just saying that is an inevitable possibility. Communication is incredibly important because it is the foundation, the core of a friendship. It's the core of any relationship, not just friendships. Those who don't like to just say something and leave you in the dark, especially when it matters the most, are the things that have always bothered me. I personally am super transparent with people. People tend to like that. I have procured many baddies just by being super honest about how I feel. It's kind of the point. Just be honest with your feelings. People appreciate when you're able to tell them something. It's like, some people aren't, because, again, the people that aren't comfortable with you telling them, like, hey, dude, I just don't like you doing this, you know, and if you're not willing to have it, because the other part of it is, if you're not willing to have a discussion, hold on, I want to switch music, because Ace Attorney is not going to be good for this. Here we go. The idealisms of, like, person's personality comes from the idea of everybody's different. We all handle things differently, and that's something that I completely understand. Like, again, feelings are just as important as logic is. Logic is not the only step to everything. People think that I'm way too logical about everything, and, like, when I bring up, well, that's not what that was, you know, I'll be like, yo, that's not what that was about. My bad. I'll always interject with, that was not my intention. That is not what I meant for. But I try to get the other person to also understand that it's not just a one-sided ordeal. You might just be overthinking it. Sometimes I overthink things, you know? Like, everybody does it. We're all individually people that all think differently. We all have the essence of, like, especially when you're left in the dark, which is hilarious, because the idea of being left in the dark and not knowing if what you meant by that, right, is that we all end up making up things in our heads, because that's just how it works. That's just human nature. We all just pop in. We need logic. Reason and logic are not the same thing, but logic, and using logic, like, logically thinking about the situation. Let's bring up an example. Let's say that I say something that you particularly don't like. Let's say that I said that, you know, I hate this Genshin Impact waifu. I think she's trash. You know, because she is the epitome of bad game design. And you really like that. You really like her. And then let's say that, I'm just talking, and I'm not talking to that person directly, but I'm actually talking to, like, for example, stream. We're just streaming together, playing a game, and somebody mentioned, Genshin Impact, for example, was talking about how this new waifu is, like, really strong and overpowered, for example. It's just a really simple one, right? And I go on, because I've done this before. I've talked about long rant about why I don't like this person, and you particularly like this waifu. It's one of your favorite waifus. And because of her aesthetics. And you get mad, and what logically should the logic here should be, oh, we need to think about this appropriately, right? Let's say oh yeah, the outfit has like a bit of a clipping issue just in general. I'm trying to figure out how to fix that, but at the moment there's not really much to fix. But again, it'll be fine. So we go back to the topic, right? And let's say that I have this conversation and like, with some, like, just with chat, right? And in that chat, we have that conversation, and we start talking, I'm talking with stream and about this type of stuff. We're just having a casual conversation. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. Somebody tells me, well, I think this character is actually really healthy. And I go, oh, hey, yeah, well, explain to me. And they tell me a bunch of reasons, and I go back and forth with them, and we have a conversation about it, and it leads to that. But the way that you hear it is that if you only see it as, I hate your waifu, then that's what you're gonna think it is, right? I'm not saying that your waifu is trash in the capacity of, like, a lot of times Genshin Impact characters are really well designed in terms of aesthetic. Their outfits, their characters, they're usually aesthetically pleasing. I just don't like the game design of gacha games, and I've mentioned that plenty of times. Gacha games are predatory by nature because they have to prey upon people, the 1% of players. So all the other percentage of players do not matter. Your opinion does not matter to the Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail or, well, Hoyoverse in general, and plenty of other gacha games in general, because, again, they just don't care, because they only care about the 1% that are gonna give them money. Everybody else can go and fuck off. Because they'll pretend like they care, but they really don't, because that's just how it is. Not all gacha games are that disgusting, like Hoyoverse, because Hoyoverse is absolutely one of the worst of the worst. But I go back and and then that person festers with it a while, and they don't talk about it, and then they start ignoring me, and they start, ignoring my messages, like, yo, what's up? How's it going? I message them, and I'm just, oh, they might need some time away. So I give them like a month, 2 months, maybe, and then I go and check up on them again. I'm like, yo, you all right? And then they still won't message me. And then I go, what do you think that looks like when a person starts to kind of, like, when you pretend to just feign ignorance in your DMs, like, oh, I just didn't see it. You do see it. Everybody sees it. Like, that's not hard. When you're on Discord, everybody sees it. It's inevitable. I see messages. If I don't reply, I might have legitimately been busy, but I always find the time to message that person anyways. Maybe it's a day later. I'm like, yo, sorry, apologies. I was really busy this day. My fault. I didn't mean to forget about you. And then I'll have a conversation. I'll tell them about that, apologize for missing that message that day. But I'll try to get back to them as soon as possible, because, again, it's the awareness of your situation. Like, situational awareness about how it's going to look should always be a part of, like, these things. Like, when your friend is genuinely concerned for you and they message you, they're going to very much assume that you saw it and chose to ignore it, because, again, you get a fucking random ding on your thing, and only if you choose to ignore that notification are you going to ignore it. But we know you've seen it. And the difference is, how does that person perceive you seeing it? Maybe they're just busy, is how I usually approach it. Like, oh, they're just probably busy. But if it keeps happening and it becomes a consistency pattern, and you keep finding these very strange things that just aren't the way that you normally handle something, because, again, most people that get to know somebody else can kind of get a read on that person, right? And how they approach certain situations, right? And when you go against the grain of what you normally are doing, people are going to catch on to that. You're not slick with it, dog. No one's slick with it. We're all idiots when it comes to this. We think we're slick. We're not. We're all bad at that shit. And so when you're situationally aware of that, and that person is still concerned, it's now up to you on what you do next. Are you going to continue to ignore them? Or are you going to acknowledge it and actually talk about it? That's where the drawing line comes from. And if you choose to continue to ignore it and they reach out to you maybe one or two more times, after that, don't be surprised when they don't really care to interact with you anymore. Or they treat you differently than they did before. Because you've perceived yourself in that manner. You have perceived yourself as unreasonable when it comes down to it. When the matter is of that moment that you should be talking, because at that point, if there's a problem, they see that there's a problem. They know now there's a problem, because again, people aren't stupid. When something goes against, it's like imagine like you got like a son, right? And your son, he's normally energetic. He's sometimes a little shy, kind of like all over the place. All of a sudden, he's locking himself in his room, and he's just not coming out. And he's just saying he's fine, he's fine, he's fine. And he goes to school, comes back, and he's got this foul mood, and like and he's trying to pretend like nothing is wrong, right? He's trying to hide that something is wrong. In that situation, as a parent, if I'm in my situation, I would have walked up and said, hey buddy, what's going on? I'm noticing this. Because again, the situational awareness of patterns is pattern recognition is something that every human being has under their tool belt to acknowledge. It doesn't have to be verbal. It doesn't just have to be verbal. It doesn't just have to be physical. It doesn't have to just be eye contact and noticing different subtle movements. People know when something's off, and people get that feeling. It's just how one person goes about that. Maybe the son doesn't want to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it, but I'm always a big person about, you don't have to talk about it. I don't want to force your hand at talking about things you're not comfortable with. But just know that you don't have to be afraid to ever talk to me, because I'm right here. I'm here for you. I'll always be right there for you. I always make that an establishment as a person, as a human being, because when I was growing up, never had that. I never had that proper support. The only person that really was like that... Doran, what you doing? Really? Sorry, that's my cat. She just jumped on my bed. What? You gonna sit down, or you gonna stand there and stare at me? Really? Sit. Sit down. No. No. Sit. You want petsies? Is that what you're saying? Just sit down. You'll get petsies later. You get petsies later. It's my baby. It's my little baby. Sometimes it gets to the point where the silence is damaging and resentment begins to build. Exactly. That's the biggest problem when you stay silent. If you choose to use silence as a weapon, the silence can be deafening. The silence can turn into anxiety, and it leads people to, well, becoming angry. Because they don't know. They're becoming frustrated because they want to know what's going on. If they care, they're gonna get frustrated because they're like, why are they ignoring me? What is going on? What did I do? And then they start going like, what the hell is happening? And it can create resentment, frustration, anger. It can do a bunch of things that negatively should not happen. It's important to say, hey, you're not going to see eye to eye on stuff. And that's not an indicament of your character or taste. It's an alignment of how I feel like I can't talk about the stuff you can talk about. Like, there. Like, right there, that's a pretty good example of just talking about, like, simply. Right? Like, that's a really good way to communicate. It's like, hey, look, we're not going to see eye to eye on stuff, but you know what? You know, I'm not saying that's an indicative of your character, and I'm saying that that's the type of person you are. I'm just saying that, like, I'm not comfortable with you talking that to me in my face because it makes me mad. And at that point, you're like, hey, can we, like, maybe tone it down on talking about these things? Because I like these things, and while we don't see eye to eye, you know, and I get it, it just makes me mad. And at that point, it would have been the best conversation in the world. I would have been like, dude, I appreciate you coming to me with that. Girl, I appreciate you coming to me with that. I did not know. I just was talking about it. It was coming up in chat, you know, and stuff like that. We won't talk about it when you're here. I will not be talking about that. If it does end up happening, I'll just mute myself so you can't hear, and I'll just have that conversation outside of it, and then, you know, unmute when that time is done. You know, it's simple as some people don't realize that the people that enjoy trashing on stuff. Some people don't realize that people like us enjoy trashing on things. I mean, yeah, some people just genuinely like trashing on shit. I don't like trashing on something. I want to see the game or other things like it develop and get better. And the only way for games to stop being bad, horribly mismanaged, predatory, is to talk about it. Because if we don't talk about the problems, guess what happened? They will never be acknowledged. That's how we have always solved problems, is by talking about it, admitting that there's an issue, and then doing something about it. The first step is to acknowledge there's a problem. The second step is to talk about it. And the third step is to make change. That is how it's always worked, and that's how it'll always be. Yeah, for it's just criticism. There are people that genuinely like criticizing things. People like to discuss things. I mean, for the longest time, when I first started YouTube, you know, and stuff like that, and I'm doing YouTube, and I'm still working on a video right now talking about my critiques on Naraka Blade Point. It's been a long video coming. Like, you have no idea. I still need to grab more footage from Naraka Blade Point. I still have a lot of stuff, because I love Naraka Blade Point as like a battle royale game, for all honesty, because the kung fu fighting is really fun. But there's a lot of fucking problems in that game that I would really like to talk about, and just really talk about why this game is one of a kind, yet also probably one of the more annoying games to play for any averagely new player. As a new player, it is fundamentally some of the most batshit, like, difficult and confusing things to do, alongside just being completely swamped by things that you just were not expecting, like really high-level players. Like, the game just does not have a system in place to help new people really understand their mechanics, understand the game, and really get behind the game. They just only care about the retaining of their current player base, which are also, some of them are just cheaters, and they just make new accounts because they have, like, multi-band waves. So, instead of trying to do good things, remove mechanics that should be removed, other things that should stay and be reworked into common purposeful staples and a bunch of stuff. I love talking about that. It's one of my favorite things. I don't shit on a game because I genuinely hate a game. If I hate a game, I'll say this game fucking sucks, and then I'm gone. And I will never play it again. That's how I treat genuinely bad games I actually hate. If I have a genuine interest in a game, I'm gonna talk about it, because I have an interest in it. It comes from love, not hate. It comes from a passion for it. It comes from a genuine wanting to see it be better. That's why when I say I fucking hate gacha games, it's not because I want to hate gacha games. I think they're fun. Sometimes I like gambling. I don't know. Did you know I have a game? I'm gonna play it one day. Now, speaking of... One moment. There we go. Like right there. Okay. Sorry, I was messaging somebody. So it's interesting to me because I care a lot about games and I love talking about them. And again, one thing that I have a hard time is I'm neurodivergent, and I don't like you. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse. I hate having to bring it up every fucking time in an argument or just in general when I have to talk about something, because I feel like having to bring this up as why something is the way that it is, and, like, you know, why I have certain boundaries. Arigato, Ashley. And for the bitties, let me grab the cup. Where'd the cup at? There. Here's the cup. What? Arigatou gozaimasu. I think that, again, I don't try to hate because I hate. You know? I don't try to be fucked up or any of those things, right? I don't try to do these things because X, Y, and Z. I don't do those types of things because I do them because I care. Does that make sense? I do that because I have an interest in them. And I think a lot of time... Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm full of fucking hate. Abso-fucking-lutely. I am filled to the brim with hate. That's my entire personality. Again, I have... on top of that, I have a medical condition called... Well, a medical diagnosis called intermediate explosive disorder. If you don't know what intermediate explosive disorder, imagine stubbing your toe, because this is how I explain it, and you go, how you would feel during, you'd be like, ow, fuck, and you'd be probably just angry, and you'd feel that rising sound. Whatever fucking hit me in that foot, I am just insanely just bloodthirsty. I'm punching that shit, I'm fucking screaming at it, I'm gonna get real fucking mad until all of the energy that was retained from that explosion subsides out of my body. I can't really help it. Until my body literally just gets tired of being angry, it just won't stop. It is an escalation that has no control. You can learn how to, like, find the warning signs before they happen and try to mitigate the issue. But it is something that will truly never go away. It is a thing you live with for the rest of your life. And funny enough, people with intermediate explosive disorder are usually how you get intermediate explosive disorder. A pretty common trend is kids, adults that have intermediate explosive disorder, or kids who are traumatized and abused all of their life. So they're filled with unbridled rage. Which, to be fair, is exactly how I was. That's what at least my therapist was saying. They were like, yeah, well, that's just a common trend for a lot of, and he's like, there are ways to help out with it. There's ways to go around it, but it's a big problem, and it's one of my biggest defining traits of why I try so hard to stay in the lines of when I'm frustrated, talk about things I'm interested in, because it'll genuinely tire me out faster. Because if I talk about game design, right, and I go, oh man, I really, really, really love this game, and I get really mad at it, I'm like, well, man, I start talking about the mechanics, I start talking about what they could do better, I start talking about all these things, I'm mad as fuck. But I'm mad in a way that's critiqueful, fun, and my brain recognizes it as, I'm having a good time, thus the anger subsides quicker. That's my method. By talking about the thing I'm interested in the way that I'm interested in, it actually solves my problem. So when people hear me get really frustrated, but I'm like, and I sound angry, but I'm genuinely talking about an experience about a video game and why I find it frustrating and why there's this and that, it's because I have an interest in it, and it's fun to talk about it. Sometimes I just talk about it because I just want to, It's not sometimes I'm just mad, because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about things. I just like sitting down and talking. I mean, again, that's an entire streamer's job, is to sit down and talk. That's our job, is to be here and entertain you. And sometimes just sitting down and talking one-on-one or, with the audience, and just saying, yo, what's up? We just have a discussion between a bunch of people. It's something that I think a lot of people are? What did I just say earlier? A lot of people find very, positive. They like being felt like they're being talked to versus me talking to a screen, and then people feel that I'm talking to a screen that just happens to be referenced to you. People felt like they're being a part of the conversation, being a part of these conversations, or in general, just feeling like they're there. I like to try to make people feel like they're here, and, you just happen to stumble upon, me at, a convention, or, at, a gaming, a couch gaming, store, where basically you could just sit down and play games. There's some all over the place where I live. They're really cool. Where you just sat down and started talking to me, and we're like, yo, what's up? What you playing? I'm like, oh, man, I'm playing this, man, blah, 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 and start talking. I try to make it sound as down to earth as possible. Because it's fun. I think people appreciate that. And that's what's so important to me. That's what's one of my biggest defining factors. And the reason I talk about, like, why I was so uncomfortable with communication is because communication is what I was lacking in a relationship and a friendship. Of over the relationship that I was in was like 2 years worth of a relationship, essentially, where I was gaslit into believing that they legitimately cared about communication, and when time came to push to shove, when they needed to communicate to me about real problems, they never came to me, and then chose to throw me under the bus with a bunch of friends, so-called friends, that essentially made up a bunch of shit to justify walking away. Which was a big problem to me, because it showed that they never cared in the first place. Because they were like, you don't care. Listen to our feelings. Listen to how we feel about the situation. Don't use logic. Don't defend yourself. Care about our feelings. And that's how I knew that day they did not care about me at all. Because the word listen to how we feel should have never been an argument in the first place. Because that is the first thing I care about between people. That is the first thing that led me to talking to you in the first place. When there are problems. Why I genuinely reach out when I'm concerned. Because I care about your feelings. I want to know. I'm here to help. Because you're my friend. That type of thing. That's how I know that it was transactional. That's how I know you never cared. It was just a means to an end, because if you truly knew me and you were listening to me and not just hearing me, you would understand me. You would understand the things that you had problems with were very small in comparison. You would have realized that if we had a conversation, they wouldn't have blown up in the way that they did. That silence is deafening when you try to use silence as a tactic to run. Because they wanted to use this silent stealth tactic to hide, to abandon a person and then make them question. It's a fucked up thing to do. And some of them acknowledge that it was a fucked up thing to do, to try to silently walk away from a conversation, because what you're doing is you're leaving them with dark thoughts of what the fuck. That's like, it's literally like being the dad that went out to go get milk. That's an unironically funny thing to compare it to, but legitimately true. You legitimately are the dad who said, I'm gonna go out to go get milk and cigs and never come back. That is the behavior you chose, and that is a toxic trait behavior, because that is a negative thing. Always think about it like that, because it's just, like, all you had to say was one thing, and if they didn't see eye to eye with you and you don't agree with them, that doesn't mean that you gotta stay friends with them. If you just don't see, when you talk to them and they're like, well, this isn't how I feel like my friendship is going, just fucking be like, dude, I don't think this is working out. And if they go, whoa, what happened? What's going on? It's like, and they talk about those feelings, you know, and they go, you know, and it still isn't working out after, you know, having that final expression about why you want to end, why you're going to walk away and be done with this. And they still don't understand, or maybe they just literally are like, oh, you're just fucking over-exaggerating, you're being a pussy. Yeah, fucking leave that shit. But if they're like, yo, what the hell? What's going on, man? Like, and then you talk about it and they go, well, I did not know that. That is my fault, you know? It shows that there's a difference between, like, being ignorant about a situation, being blatantly unaware of a situation, and just purposely trying to ignore it and, you know, gaslight somebody into believing that it's not a problem. Because the difference is, one side genuinely just doesn't know, and the other side knows and just doesn't care. Hey! Get! That's the big difference. That's the big fucking difference. And here's the biggest part. That does not mean that they are bad people. It's just a toxic trait. We all have a toxic trait within our souls. Everybody has a toxic trait. Something that makes us not as, you know, good at being a person. But that's the thing. We're human beings. We make mistakes. We are flawed. That's what makes us human. If we were perfect, we'd be boring as fuck. So it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not understand something. It's okay to go through life and figure shit out. That doesn't mean that you have to always stick with the friends you get, because sometimes friendships aren't meant to last. And that's perfectly reasonable, A-okay, and okie dokie perfect standy. But the way that you handle the situation is how we know that there's a problem. When you handle a situation like ghosting and pretending like you don't see them, and when they're in genuine concern, stress, and worry, not only about you, but everybody around you, and you continue to ignore that, and then you continue to treat them like a villain, people are gonna be... Don't be surprised when everybody that doesn't understand you and your little high posse group and thinks you're kind of weird for it. Because it is weird. When they're clearly in concern, and you clearly are gaslighting that one person into believing that they are not who they are because you don't want them to be that thing so that you can justify what you've been doing this whole time instead of feeling the weight of the guilt on your soul. Because guess what? You know what that's... You know when you feel bad when you realize something's wrong? You feel like the person you're attacking that you at this entire time felt like was a bad person. All of a sudden you're like, wow, I feel gross. My soul. I feel like there's a pain in my chest. I feel anxiety. What's going on? It must be their fault. If that's how you think about it, then I can't say... No one can save you. The only person that can save you is you. But if you don't realize what that is, which is guilt and remorse, then you might not know that what you're feeling is probably how you know the truth. You know what actually is going on. You just don't want it to be that way because you want to justify the things you've been doing because you're narcissistic. And everybody has a bit of narcissism in them. And the difference is that while we all have narcissistic tendencies, we all do. Let's be real. If you play competitive, you're a narcissist. If you're a competitive player, you're a narcissist. That is just how it is. And that's fine. Narcissism isn't the problem. It's how the narcissist behaves is the problem. If you know you're a narcissist, but you go, but I'm not going to let that affect me. Yeah, I'm angry and I'm jealous at this person for being better than me, but I'm going to show them by getting better and learning all my flaws and getting better and then beating them up in the video game and then being ahead of them and being like, haha, now I'm the good one. It's toxic, but it's toxic positivity. You learn from it. You go, wow, this person's better than me. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna show them by being better than them. And then you do that. It's toxic positivity. It's bad, but it's good. You know what I mean? There's a difference between all of these things. And I think that that's one of the biggest problems that people online have today, is that they don't know what the difference is between positive, like toxicity, pure toxicity, abusive toxicity, and just straight up just one-sided relationships. And that doesn't just mean like dating. It means friendships. One-sided friendships are extremely fucking common in today's world. I have two friends. Two. That I can call my genuine bestest friends of my entire world. Who I would literally take a bullet for if their heart was failing and they needed a new heart and my heart was compatible, and knowing that I would die for it, I would do it in a heartbeat. Which is ironic. I would do that to keep them alive. I know they would probably be like, no, fuck off. Don't give me your fucking heart, you fucking bitch. That heart's gay as fuck. And we would laugh about it, but I would still give it to them. I'd take the fucking heart. And they'd be like, no. I'm like, take the fucking heart. I'm like, no, I don't want it. Take the goddamn heart and live. That's genuine friendship between us. That's a genuine thing. How we can go above and beyond through our flaws and our problems, and we can see eye to eye in a way that while we don't always agree on everything, that doesn't mean that we hate each other. In fact, it makes our bond stronger. That's the point. And that's what I think is one of the most important things about a friendship. You will be tested time and time again, because that's just how it works. We are tested. And it's okay to leave a friendship. It's okay to feel like it's just not working out. It's okay. It really is. Because sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just not what it's meant to be. And that's normal. Because sometimes friendships are just not meant to last. Some people go different paths, you know? The adventurers party now splits up because their objectives have now slightly changed. So the trajectory of where they need to go has completely changed directions. So they split off. That's normal. That's a normal thing. It's a normal thing, and I think people need to normalize that more. It's okay to not have to stay with all of your friends. After a friendship of 5 years, and this year everyone found out that the dude I unfriended is a PDF. Yeah, no, that's an instant fucking leave. That's an instant shit. Dude, that's an instant leave, and that's an instant police report, man. Fuck that shit. If I ever had that ever happen to me, and I knew that somebody was like that in my fucking friendship circle, they're gone. Straight out the gate, they're gone. They're fucking dead to me. It's on fucking sight. And I'm reporting your ass. Fuck that shit. That's disgusting. Friendships, I know this is a weird thing after saying that, like, friendships are just not always meant to last. A good, true friendship, one that stands the test of time, are your true to form friends, the hard to find friends. So don't be afraid to leave a friendship that you feel like just isn't catering to any of your needs, as simple as they may be. Because sometimes, if you are giving all out to your friends and you're doing everything for them, but you just never feel like they are giving back to you in any capacity, like whenever they contact you, you're afraid that they're just gonna ask you for something, or they're going to do all these other things, right? Like, you evaluate those things. It's important. Because I think one of the most important things in general is that in the world of humanity, our world, not everything works out. People don't always reflect well, like, with one another. Does that make sense? We as people are different, and that means that sometimes we just don't mix well. That doesn't mean that the people that we don't mix well are bad people. It just means that we just weren't compatible as a group, you know? And that's normal, and it's okay to have that discussion, to talk about those things, and then if things just don't work out, just say, yo, it's not working out, I'm just, you know, and then move on. It's normal. I just don't think a lot of people see it as normal anymore. You have to have those dedicated mega friend groups that you stick with all the time. And on top of that, within the online space, like content creation, for example, there's so many fake people on the internet. So how do you know which ones are real and which ones are not when you're making friends online, right? Like, if I made a friend, right, and I don't know, fucking, let's say I made friends with, like, Papa Mutt, right? And then I made friends with, like, I don't know, fucking XQC for some unfucking forsaken goddamn reason, right? Which one do I think would be more genuine in those two different friendships? I'm gonna say that it's probably gonna be Papa Mutt because he's a very genuine person, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe XQC's the true friend of my true to form friend. He's like he actually fucking takes a bullet for me somehow. But Papa Mutt, he just disappears. I don't know. I don't think that. It's an over exaggeration. You get what I mean? Not always is the thing that we think is the right solution, or what we think is the right friendship might actually not be the right friendship. Sometimes you just don't know. But it's kind of clear, based off of people's personalities, how things are going to go, based off of your own personality. And at the same point, it's okay that sometimes, eventually, those friends that you made along the way, that you've known for years, might just drift apart. And that's a normal thing, too. It's hard. It's not easy to navigate the world. It's never meant to be. The world is a crushing fuck weight of unproportional bullshit. And we gotta just be okay with taking every single step with purpose. Stand up for yourself. And the people that, you know, left me in the dark, I want them to stand up for themselves. I want the best for them, always, 100%. I don't think any of them, except for one, is a fucked up person. I think that they're all, except for one, is just a person that had their flaws and their issues that they need to get over and learn, and that maybe one day they'll come back around and be okay again, and they can, you know, hopefully make new friends that they can actually mesh well with, because they do have those friendships. But again, people need to learn that it's okay to walk out of a friendship, but it's not okay to walk out of a friendship in silence. Because walking out of a friendship in silence is like essentially a death sentence to the other person because you've left them with no answers. You've left them with cluelessness. You've left them with hatred for themselves and maybe even hatred towards you one day. Thinking that you've done nothing but be evil to them. They start questioning every moment and everything. And all honesty, they have the right to do that because it was incredibly toxic. You don't always have to be the person that has to speak up or whatnot and always speak up. But like when something's just not working, communication is important. It's like, well, I don't want to communicate. Well, that's a problem. And that's on you. That's your problem. And you should just accept when the consequences of your actions show up. Don't be mad when somebody else basically confronts you about the shit you do. Because at the end of the day, that's on you. If you don't do the thing you should be doing, then guess what happens? The consequences of your actions will inevitably show up. So be willing to understand that you can do what you want. You can handle it any way you like. But the consequences of those actions, no matter how severe or small they are, will happen. Everything has a consequence. No matter how we handle our situations, no matter how we live our lives, there has to be a consequence for making the choices that we make. While there's a lot of positives, there's also a lot of negatives. It's as simple as that. And in the end of the day, you know, it's an important step to acknowledge when life takes those steps. But besides that, we're done talking about that because I don't really want to talk about that too hard because again, I'm just trying to move on from the shit that I've been through. It's already happened twice, essentially. This problem happened twice, basically in a row, which is on me. To be fair, that's on me for just opening my doors up way too quickly and letting people in when I really shouldn't have, and held on to my, you know, metaphorical keys to that door longer. And really... So it just sucks, but hey, I'm a person, I make mistakes, and I'm here to entertain. That's my job. It's my job. I'm here to entertain you, not to fill you up with sadness. Also, hello, Kyo, on the YouTube side. I didn't say hello to you earlier because I was in the middle of a discussion, but hello. I'm gonna go see what the food thinks. I'm supposed to make food this whole time, and I was on a big old story rant. A big old life lesson. Hello? What happened? Oh, shit. Just being silly. Sorry, I got it. Apologies. I was, my cat dropped a bunch of our stuff in the laundry area. So I just went to go fix that. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Kenneth. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright, time to use Ratchet Click. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're just waiting for our food. It's gonna be like another 52 or so minutes. So we're just waiting for that. It's just mac and cheese. A big old thing of mac and cheese. Dude. Ah, thank you for following on the Twitter. As I always say, the Twitter is 18 plus. If you're not 18 plus, number one, why are you watching me? Number two, 18 plus. Enjoy, if you are an adult. Also, have a good sleep. You have a good day. I'm 20. I'm almost 30. I'm 29. I ain't afraid to say that. I'm fucking 20 goddamn 9. I'm a goddamn baba. And my roommate's 30. He's already 1 foot in the grave. 1 foot in the goddamn grave. He's already dying. Oh no, not Vaporeon. Not bad. Not bad. Just kidding, it's all bad except for that one right there. Oh, not you again! Oh, 31. They're already 1 foot in the grave! Oh! Oh, I got to plan the funeral out soon. Oh, they're so old. Oh, they're gonna die. They're gonna wither away, and all of them are gonna die. Oh no, they're so old. Alright, you have a good sleep. Have a good rest. Do 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 do. Fuck it, I'll just play Charizard. My frames! Where'd they go? Thank you. Have good sleepies. Get good sleepies. Oh, and don't worry about me. What I'm dealing with is nothing. It's just standard shit. I like talking about it because I know there are probably people out there that have similar things happening. And letting them know that they are not alone, and giving them advice because I've been through it enough. Allows for, well... Shit, hey, what are you doing? Come on. Motherfucker. Hiya. Dumbass. He took the fire damage. Whoa, buddy. Where you getting all that damage from? That's not normal. Did you just fucking use the weirdest set tech? So weird. He's doing like... That Greninja was doing like so much damage, even though he's like super below our level. Yo. Boom! Now, fuck you. Come here. Nah, you come here. 8 points. Bitch. Sir.
You're on fire!
Boom! Three total. One. I thought I had my ultimate by now, but I did not. I should have got my ultimate. I don't know why the game decided I didn't earn it yet. Wow, he did not fucking deserve that. Like, at all. Actually, no, you got it. My boy needs help. I'm coming!
You're on fire!
Bitch! Your fucking goddamn fucking rabbit boyfriend didn't do shit for you, huh, dog? Bro just got fucking absolutely just chromodomed.
The final stretch! You're on fire!
Da. All right. Did you just get like a pop of pip of health?
You're on fire!
You think I give a fuck about that? You thought I'd give a fuck about whatever the fuck that was? Now here comes the bird. Good. Hey. Now, come here. Nah. You get suplexed, because it's funny.
Five, four, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
It's all fun. Whoa. Perfect. We're all good. Alright. Looks like no one's watching on any of the sides. It doesn't look like there's no one watching right now. We are all but empty today.
Yeah.
Perfect. A bunch of Pokemon in the game got nerfed into the ground, potentially. Zero Edge probably got one of the hefty nerfs again, even though I genuinely think that they don't deserve that many nerfs. They honestly need a bit more buffs than nerfs. Yes, I can try out the funny penguin now. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try out the penguin. When is Lucario the next Pokemon in Fray? Oh, wait. The event's coming out today. Oh, shit. In like the next 2 hours. I didn't even realize. Oh. That means the Empoleon event's gonna be over soon, too, right? Right? The event for this guy is almost gonna... Is it gonna be almost over, or is it... No, it still has time, 16 days. Okay, so Empoleon was coming out at this... And then also... Okay, that's strange, I guess. I mean... Nothing wrong with that, but it really just kind of defeats the purpose of this guy, I guess. Earn this character, and then I guess the other guy is gonna be paid. Hook him with at least one so that they're not all paid. So that it doesn't make a bunch of people mad, essentially. Like, oh, man, everything's all paid. You gotta pay for everything. It's a one-day pass. I'm gonna use it because I'm fucking curious. I really want to try them out. You can only obtain them from the event right now. So he's a special attacker. A set amount of time passes, the torrent gauge increases 100 maximum. If a move is used while torrent gauge exceeds a certain amount, the torrent gauge is consumed, and the move becomes boosted. If the Pokemon's HP is below a certain percentage, the amount of torrent gauge is greatly increased. So he's gonna benefit from things like Slick Spoon. In general. So, he's got Hydro Cannon. Used to launch a watery blast into a designated direction, dealing damage to an opposing Pokemon it hits, and leaving them unable to act. When this move is boosted by Torrent, a Whirlpool appears, dealing damage over time. The user also recovers HP when it contacts with the Whirlpool. Consumes 50. Whirlpool. The user creates a vortex of swirling around itself, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon it hits, restoring the user's HP. When the move is boosted by Torrent, the amount of damage dealing and HP restored are increased, and the move also throws opponents before ending with a slash dealing damage. Okay. And then we get Metal Claw, which the user charges in a direction, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon with wings of steel and shoving them. When the move is boosted, the user receives a shield. Okay, so he's all about a management system. Aqua Jet has the user lunge at blinding speed in a designated direction, dealing damage to an opposing Pokemon it hits, and increasing the user's basic attack speed for a short period of time. Okay, I can already see Whirlpool Aqua Jet being a pretty hefty combo, because dashing in and then just surviving a lot of damage and gaining shields just seems like a smart play. So Slick Spoon... Drive Lens for the cooldown reduction, and... I legitimately think that probably Weakness Policy would be good. I mean, the only thing is the attack, but it's the HP thing. So maybe just a defense tool. Let's give it a shot. Let's give defense, and try to keep as much HP while being raw, pure attack power, and we'll see if that works. All I can say is, shit. Lucario's gonna be a pretty hefty one for sure. Ah! Trends! Ah! It's so scary! Ah! Hey. Hey. Oh. Yes. Alright. Return to Goo. Usually the one I use. 100 HP, movement speed by a lot, less attack, but more power towards special attack. Yeah, this one. Dude, everybody wanna be Daddy Phantom. I wanna be Daddy Phantom. I swear to God, even fuck, I forget their name from time to time. They're the person that's like the Pokemon like review thing. Fuck, they got like the weird chicken with like the weird ass wig as their avatar. I forget, but it's so fucking funny to me. Because they did the same thing. When that part of the song comes in, I was like, that sounds like Danny Phantom. No, my EXP. Why? No, run back, fool! Oh, you sack. No, don't run! Yes, grab me, and not him. Run, fool! Gotcha, you stupid fucking camping bitch. Baited you. So we're going for Whirlpool. I'm big boy now. Good night. Or good morning. I'm from Brazil. Could you tell me a Pokemon to catch in shiny form in Heart and Gold? Oh, that's a good question. Heart and Gold's a good game. I don't think you can catch a Pokemon. One of my favorite Pokemon is actually, Oh my god, that's so strong! Wait. Whirlpool's really good. I mean, you have to stop for a second. But in general, it's really good. Do we somehow lose that? Oh no, it got the first one got destroyed. I was like, wait, what happened to the thing? What's a good shiny that would be pretty fun in that? God, he's so good! Wait! That's cracked as shit! And it looks badass when he does, he's like... It's like... Ah, it's so cool! Ah, I gotta think. I'm not a big... Maybe a Hoot-Hoot. Hoot-Hoot's always fun. They're also pretty simple and common to find. Though, shiny Hoot-Hoots are pretty... I think it was like the one shiny Pokemon I remember being like pretty common, though. If I remember correctly, it was a pretty common one. That was pretty... Did that rabbit just show up again? Get pranked. You popped her out like a bitch. Dude, he's actually really fun. They actually didn't fuck up his kit. His kit's actually insanely good. Aquajet combo is actually really cool because you try to farm up your energy and then you can just boost yourself. So you're in a constant state of boosting. And because if anybody noticed how much healing I received from that, you too. With the right setup. That's what you get. Honestly, this is probably his, like, most goated kit out of all of them. Got it. Sucker. Yeah, he's actually really... I'm not even at max, like, level yet, and he's just... like, a really good setup.
You're on fire!
He's just such a responsive and, like, strong character. Oh my god, that's dirty as fuck. Honestly, Empoleon is, like, probably a very fun character. He's definitely strong with that sustain. Give him enough type of sustain where you can pop, like, enough of it. And you just got yourself, like, a whole kit of just pure, unadulterated kick-ass. Oh, it's Pikachu again. What you doing, Pikachu?
Fire!
No. No running! Coward. Nah. You get invincibility, but I get this. Skittish. I am a villain. You'll never beat me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get back here! Get back here!
Time's up.
This is just Ceruledge 2.0. I'm not even kidding you, this is just better Ceruledge. This is just Ceruledge, but if they were kind of fucking tanky. This is why Ceruledge probably got nerfed, because if they didn't, then Empoleon would look bad in comparison. This man is genuinely strong as fuck. That's really scary. He's, like, really good. I'm gonna show up to hang out baked tomorrow for fun. Oh, sick. Oh, me too. Also, hello, Meto-Sonic. Welcome. I didn't say that earlier. I was so flabbergasted. He's so good. In the next few hours, we're getting Mega Lucario soon. Like, legitimately really soon. I didn't even realize I popped in for the day because I haven't played in a while, and I didn't even realize that essentially we're like right around the corner from the next release. 2 hours and 27 minutes, and Mega Lucario comes out. That's pretty scary. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh, it's gonna be so spooky. Hi, I'm back again. Okay, so trying in Vaporeon's, like, first set, it's pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. That insane ability to heal is probably the thing that's gonna make them really strong. I don't know about the other setup, though. Both of them do something, but the Whirlpool Dash-In combo is just so goddamn egregiously good. Because getting in on my opponent is kind of what he's good at. And he kind of needs to hit his target in close, like, proximity, so... Has the user launch a watery blast detonated, and then it's boosted, and it does the thing. So I get the Whirlpool effect, but I get the Whirlpool effect only... So the whole combo for the second set is to Metal Claw Shove, receive a shield. And that defense was absolutely coming in clutch. He needs defense. He's 0 ledge levels of squishy. Just in need. Last match. I'll make this probably the last match of the night. Because I also want to do some other stuff tonight. But also, spooky season's coming up. Spooky season's coming up. And, I'm excited. Because we're gonna do a bunch of spooky games. Because I want to play spooky games. Also, I have an idea for a game I want to play. For... Press the button, fool. Okay. Same first as the verse. Cause this is kind of like the first brawling. Is there another brawling character that's a special attacker? Cause like Cyril Edge is a melee fighter, so and especially because special attack has so many good like ability like items that definitely feels weird to give.
Ready?
Yo, give me something to dance to. Thing's a little hard to aim. Sucker! So we get shields, and it's pretty easy to get shields. It's only 50 bucks in terms of its power. Never gonna get Hydro Cannon? Oh, it's actually good. Hello, Vessel. And Frost Flake Fox on the Twitch side and Vessel on the YouTube side. Oh, actually, that's good too. What the hell? Oh my god, these are such good abilities. And Porygon's got some insanely good abilities. That stun is insane. And if it's boosted, I can get healing from it. Oh my god, the stun disruption is insane. It actually is goated to stun my opponent so they can't move, and then I could shove them. I'm the ultimate bitch.
I was just having, I had a hard time seeing because my monitor is a little bit further away because I'm playing on my TV to play the game. So I have a hard time seeing because I have bad eyesight. I usually wear glasses, but tracking on with glasses on is not very easy. That is so fucking scary. It's the shoving, the consistent shoving, and just being obnoxious they can't even play the game. That's so crazy good. So I could just farm up my points. Then I can just farm up a little bit. That is so crazy good. Both of the abilities. The only problem with Emporyon's one of their abilities in particular is that the ability is a little hard to keep the cooldown management on one of them because Aqua Jet and the other one are just solid. Abilities because it's so good to be a disruptor right in point blank. That's what you get. That's what you get. Okay, I'll be right back. Easy enough. Emporyon's got a bit of a hard time leveling up, but that's about it. Because it looks like they don't get as much EXP for some reason. I don't know if that's a bug or not. Because one thing you have to really be careful of is overusing your bar, because you don't wanna use the bar too often at random. You'll need it for multiple fights. And what's really good about this ability is the consistency at which you can hit your targets like that and just be so disrespectful. I don't think I have enough time with this one. I've always used my other build. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Big brain!
The final stretch.
All it cost me was some meter. All it costs is a little bit of meter. But Emporyon's insanely fun. This is definitely a Pokemon I'm gonna pick up for sure.
don't think I've ever had a Pokemon where I've just literally said, wow, this is insanely fun. In, like, the capacity of which... Stop running from me! Why must you run? I just want to kick your ass. Nah. Come here. Hey, where's the last one? Come here. No, come here. Come here. Where are you? I know you're hiding. Come on, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're a coward, aren't you? You know I was coming for your ass the second. Come on.
4, 3,
There you are.
2, 1. Time's up.
You pop your ult because you waited for it. What a coward. Coward. All you coward players trying to fight. But you can't fight without your ultimates and actually come up with proper builds. You gotta fucking only rely on your ult because you're too scared and too pussy. League of Legends player for sure.
You win.
League of Legends player. League player. The coward who hides in the jungle and waits for the only opportunities when they think they can confirm a kill. And when they can't, they book it and run for 1,000 miles. And then claim that they're really good at the game when they're actually horrible at the game. They only know how to get one kill on an unsuspecting target, but when they can't actually fight properly, they run like little bitches. When they clearly could have a chance if they worked hard enough. Actually doing the right thing. Bitch! Do you allow anyone joining? Sometimes, but... right now, not this time, and that's just because I just got back into the game, so I'm still warming up and haven't really... Yes! Another ticket for me? Yes, please. I haven't had time to, really get fully back into the spirit of the game, and I also have to end stream soon because food is basically ready. And I need to eat. Because it's dinner time. And I need to eat. But I will do more Pokemon Unite again, and when I do more, I'll have an invite thing. Just today is not really. Just because, like, again, I'm way too, like, rusty. And, all honesty, like... There are points where I can be big baby rage. I can be like, ah! So, sometimes I just play alone for the meantime. That way I don't accidentally make too many people angry when I play games, because they're just like, ah! And I seriously love Aqua Jet Whirlpool. That combo is so good. That combo's ridiculously strong, too, because Whirlpool... I thought Whirlpool was only going to stick around, like, a little bit, but it's just a quick blast of damage that's insanely good. Like, that shit was a very high level of damage, and definitely plays very well with trying to get kills. Because the thing is that the other combo is not that bad either. It's such an annoying disruptor. Like, the fact alone is that Empoleon's good at two different things. Being a high, quick burst killer, or an insane, like, wall that makes it hard to actually kill him, because he'll just heal off the damage with both ability sides. But one of them is better at disrupting my target, while the other one is just easily better at killing my target. Making Empoleon one of the best characters to play if you're just looking to, like, cover people's weaknesses. a strictly legitimate, and I'm not even kidding you, legitimate like all-rounder. Because most all-rounders are kind of like good at one thing. And that's kind of their shtick, is that like, well, yeah, they're all-rounders. They're not actually all-rounders. They're more like all not-rounders. Their stats might be all-round. But their overall aspects. No, sir, you're not getting free eats. That's just not how it works on me, buddy. I'm not a free eats character. Okay. So crazy. I definitely think Empoleon is like... It's insanely good. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna like Empoleon because, again... Empoleon is essentially Cyril-Edge, but when Cyril-Edge was actually good, and not because everybody said was like their Cyril-Edge was too strong. And then when it finally got nerfed into a proper placement, people said it was still too strong because people just were so commonplace with Cyril-Edge being really broken that they just forgot that the fucking Pokemon got nerfed into like the ground. And so when it needed help, and people were like, well, it kind of needs help. They just conveniently forgot. And then they continued to complain about it being too strong because high-tier players know how to actually play the game. Like, really high-level tier players just know how to fight. Where are you running? I'm not trapped in there with you, you're trapped in here with me. No. Think I give a fuck? Nah, come back. Where are you going, pussy? Where are you running? Get back here. You're such a coward. Oh yeah, let me just get all the food real quick. And then do nothing. Oh yeah, how's that, pussy? Bitch. Did he get hindered? He's not supposed to be affected by anything, right? That was a hindrance. I actually legitimately just slowed him down with my Whirlpool. I don't know if that's intended or not, but I don't get lobbed up in the air while using Whirlpool. So the fact alone is that the Whirlpool just still activated a slowing effect. Not sure if that was intentional. But all I can say is... If you haven't played this character yet, I fucking recommend giving it a try with this Whirlpool build. Because this is just ridiculously strong.
Fire!
Like, there's just something so inherently fucked about just how strong its ability is to just completely deny. Don't you fucking run from us. You try to use that little coward move. No, don't you get to fucking trying to infinitely heal above my damage. This character's so unironically just solid. All around, they legitimately feel like an all-rounder. They're not too, like, cracked. Why are you running every damn time you don't get it? You don't get your way. Hmm? You don't get that perfect one tap and then now you're fucking running from me? We all just said, fuck it. Whoa!
Fire!
Where are you running? Not you. I legitimately just play this character exactly the same way as I play Zero Edge. Just with high level attack power and just booking it.
Fire!
Get embarrassed. That is insane. Okay. I don't need to see you to hit you, bitch.
Time's up!
Took 3 whole people out on my own, dude. Pop my ultimate, gets a free whirlpool because of it, which deals damage over time, heals me at the same time, just constantly a lot. It's just a better Cyrilege. They both run with, like, the blade style. It's just a better, it's just Cyrilege before the nerf. That's what it is. It's Cyrilege before all of the nerfs. That's so insane. Look how much healing this thing does. It's so crazy. It's gonna get nerfed. And it might not. If it doesn't get nerfed, I would be surprised because of how much healing sustain it gets. It would absolutely just obliterate. Exodi obliterate shit. That's so funny. That is so funny. I love this thing. It's just really addicting to play, because the Aqua Jet combo is literally just Cyrilege's, like, combo. I'm not even kidding you. I run it exactly like Cyrilege's combo. Where I'll use, I have, instead of 1 charge, get 2 charges. And what I do is, I dash in with flame, you know, the flame charge, and hit them with that, and then I'll hit them with, like, Psycho Cut. Which, in this case, instead of Psycho Cut, it's Whirlpool, which is a quick burst of, like, damage that also heals. Like, I'm just constantly just at their front door, and they don't have anything that can, like, they could do anything about it. I'd have to take a lot of damage, and, like, even then, I could potentially out-heal it with just my ult, and since it's a fast-charging ult, it's a I've had, like, 3 of those during a match, which is insane. So, in the next few minutes, I think, right? Yeah, in about next 2 hours, essentially, Lucario's Mega comes out, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's about time that we just say, sayonara. It's about that time. Okay, we'll go for now. Thank you for everybody that stopped by. Thank you to everybody that wanted to hang out. I'll set up another day where people can join for Pokemon Unite and some other games, because I plan to do a lot of different games, so I think it'd be fun. Okay, for now, time to go. I got things I gotta do. I got bills to pay, things like that. Okay, bye bye.